Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looks like 180. Regular. 53. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, orbit. 53.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 27, Mayfield rolling to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
180. Mike. Watch the run.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Hurry. 53. Mike, 53. Coming to you. 53 to Mike. Hurry.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Ready up. 54. Mike 54. Get the ball. Check 50. Let's go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Philip Lindsay, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a third down, but it misses the target, incomplete. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Batty will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Max Crosby showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. These two teams all tied after 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on.
Third and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Got it. 54, right there, 54. Rock it. Let's go.
Here's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Bravo.
Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go. Five.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Here's Mayfield. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they try to sweep to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's now third down and 3.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Mayfield now. And Adams has it. Complete. Past the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hurry!
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go, let's bring it. X3, 218, chop. Look at me. Sure. Ready?
Now Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Pilot, 64, wait. Now.
He'll drop to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Break. Out.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go now. 8, read. Go. Push him back. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Like 22.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
180! Check 56. And watch the lane. Kill. Turn up. Regular.
Mayfield. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Mayfield looks to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
This is Mostert. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Let's go. Let's go.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Mike, 56. 56. Switch up, switch up. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
60 outlaw.
He's back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You get Rodney. You get Rodney. Hey, Haywood. Go.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
We go set. 60 Pittsburgh. 58. Wahoo. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. 3rd down here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Like 22. Yeah, five.
They'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Von Miller in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we